Today our focus is to lay down a vinyl flooring, a click-in vinyl flooring. So there's some parts of the OSB that are uneven from where some water seeped in, and so now the ends are turning up. So I'm just going to go through and do a little bit of belt sanding to get those to be more level so that when we put the floor on, it's not a problem. Okay, the sander wasn't quite doing the job, so we got this planer so that we can get rid of this little bump here because it was too big. So this is our new plan, is to plane the heck out of this thing. So. Lincoln, gone. So while we're planing, after we get down a little bit, you can see the screws that are in. And so I have to stop planing, I have to pull it out, re-drive it back in a little bit deeper, and then keep planing because we don't want to ruin the planer or take off the head of the screw. So I'm just going to keep going along with it. Here we just pulled all the flooring in. It's piled in the corner. Okay, we're getting ready to lay the floor. It's my mom, Lincoln, and I on this project. So the first part of the floor is probably the trickiest because you've got to get 3 or 4 layers deep together before it kind of becomes one solid piece and the pieces don't come out. So we're going to go ahead and get 3 or 4 of the layers together and then push it back in to the corner, and then all the other ones should start snapping in and flowing out. So here we go. Okay, it's the end of day 1 vinyl floor install. It is 5 minutes to 9. I've been doing this since I think about 12:30. So here's my little McKinley. Come on over here, Ken. She's with me till the end. Lincoln made it about 7 hours. And we are more than halfway done. Those are the boxes that we have left. Plus the ones that McKinley has pre-opened for tomorrow. Had we started at 8 a.m., we maybe could have finished time-wise, but I am hurting. My body is hurting. My hips hurt, my knees hurt, so I need a good night's rest. But that's what it looks like over there. Lincoln did an awesome job going in through the closet. our camera died, so I wasn't able to film everything, but you get the gist of it. It's been a fun project day, and it was super fun to have my kids working with me. We had to do lots of math today, and it was with measuring, cutting, dividing, and multiplying. So it was fun. We'll see if I'm alive tomorrow to finish up this project. Okay, here we are. It's day 2 of the floor install. We're starting earlier today, as you can probably tell by the lighting. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. And I have my helper, McKinley, here. She's just prepping the floor here, making sure all the debris is gone so we can start laying the floor. So Lincoln is notching out this part for around the sliding glass door. Okay, Link, show me the notch. All right. And just like that, it went right around. He's awesome. Everybody should have an awesome 15-year-old like me. He's almost 16, so gotta watch it. Pretty soon I'll be saying 16-year-old. Okay, tell me what you're doing.
I'm measuring board to cut the right length. I just want to go to here because there's going to be cabinets or something here. So I'm just measuring it to here so we don't waste any board. Out there. So we'll cut.
So we finished the floor, and as we walked into this little tiny entryway, the floor was wobbly. I could tell that the floor was uneven, and it was no bueno. So we pulled up the last few planks, and we are planing this seam again. Originally, this A-frame went all the way, the slanted wall went all the way down the length of the cabin. And then my parents really wanted a bump out with a door so we could have a window and some light coming in from this side. So we made this little bump out. So where the seam is, where we added on, is where it's, again, swelling or puckered up together, whatever you want to say. and so like there's this mound. So I'm just going over it with a planer and knocking it down so that the boards will lay flat. Because when you walk on them, if it's not totally level and flat, then as you walk on them, eventually the joints become weak, and then the boards will break, and then they will come apart, and then that would be bad later. So we're just fixing it now and doing it the right way. So I'm gonna get to planing. We did it! We finished the floor. We did it for 9 hours the other day, and then today we did it for 5 more hours. So a total of 14 hours. So Zach came over and he helped on a couple of tricky spots that I just didn't want to do and didn't want it to take me 2 hours to do, and he did it in 2 minutes. So just a tiny little bit of notching that was tricky and kind of forcing some boards down together. So it was awesome, but really like 95% of this floor, it's about 700 square feet, I think, was done with McKinley, Lincoln, and myself. So this is really like the first floor that I've done like by myself with the help of my kids, but without Zach, and we did really, really good. Super helpful today were knee pads. I really wish I had gotten them the other day. We had a couple pairs at the house and I just never went back, and I should have just taken a 10-minute break, gone back to my house and gotten knee pads, because it was a super huge lifesaver day to have knee pads. This vinyl flooring kind of clicks in a little bit more funky than our laminate flooring did. Probably because it clicks in 2 different ways to make it waterproof and like seal it. So it was really tricky. There were, it was just a lot harder. But McKinley, she did a huge section all by herself when Lincoln and I were cutting and fitting pieces in down here. She did really awesome, and Lincoln did awesome trimming and doing a bunch of other like specialty cuts that there's no way I would have been able to do this in 14 hours by myself. That those 2 kids really held their own and were super awesome workers. So now I have to reward them by taking them out to a buffet, which is totally worth it because they were total rock stars. So anyway, here is the finished floor.